Well, that's kind of an odd story because, as anyone who knew me growing up would tell you, I was extremely shy and didn't talk to anybody, and almost didn't go to grad school because I heard you had to teach, and that terrified me. And then it turned out to be the part that I loved best. So it's wonderful, but no one ever, including myself, would have ever pictured me doing this. The students, especially freshmen. I love freshmen or first-year students because they'll do pretty much anything you want them to. They're just ready for a new experience, and they change so much from September to June. It's fascinating to watch them turn into real people. So I just love the students. Seeing how excited the kids are. I think it's so excited is something as simple as dry ice in warm water and pouring cups of dry ice over their friends and seeing cabbage being frozen in dry ice. And kind of our chemistry meets art. They make an art project, kind of a tie-dye thing with chromatography, and they think it's the most fascinating thing they've ever seen in their life, and they're so excited. And I'd like to keep that going. Well, that's a good question. Because sometimes I definitely don't. In academics, it goes up and it goes down, and there are times when it seems like all you do is work. And then there's other times where you have to think about carving out some non-work time and finding time to, say, play softball like we do in the summer with our chemistry women's team, or go to the coast just to be doing something different because you need that break. That's shocking, but in a good way. I would like to think that that's true. It's kind of hard from this side because I think I always feel like we can do it better. And so in that sense, I'm never quite as good as I would like to be. But that's a huge compliment. It's amazing. Go for it. Science is amazing. You get to do things that you and everyone else never dreamed would be possible. And that's incredibly cool. And sometimes it seems overwhelming, especially in the graduate school years. You think there's just no way you can do this, but you can do it, and you have to remember that.
Margie is pretty great. She's super nice and a lot of fun to work with. Everybody in the office really likes working with you. I know from the other student workers, from the projects you give us, you're just always so considerate of our time and if we have time to do it or not. But it's always something like genuinely you need, and you'd never ask for something, outside that realm. Also working with you through discovery days and like interacting with you through SDO and those things. You're always a wonderful person to interact with. You are super organized, and we always get stuff together, and it always turns out really well. You're really open to other people's ideas, and then also everybody that you interact with, I feel like they feel so like you really care about them, and it's very genuine.
It's exhausting, actually, and a lot of fun. Margie says she sleeps, but I'm not convinced that's actually true. And it's inspiring to see her energy, actually, and her dedication. So I think I can speak for a lot of the junior faculty in our department when I say that. But yeah, it's exhausting in a great way.
I love working with Margie, and so do the students. And I think that's the greatest thing about Margie is every single student feels like she really cares about their success and will do what she can to help them be successful. I work with Margie with the online classes, and I have a quote here from one of the online students. She says, "Every time I had questions, she responded promptly and thoroughly with easy-to-understand explanations. In addition, although I've never met her in person, through email she's incredibly approachable which gave me the confidence to ask all of the stupid questions without fear. So your online students love you, your on-campus students love you, the kids in the grade schools love you, and we love you too, Margie.
Exhausting. Let's say, working with Margie can be very intimidating because she seems to have more time than any human possibly can. And additionally, given she has hundreds of students, she seems to know all their names and can identify them all on site, which I feel embarrassed that I can't do from my own classes. So Margie is one of the most amazing educators I've ever met. I honestly don't know how I would have survived my first few years teaching without her. Any question, she always has an answer, whether it's about content or just interacting with students.
Yeah, working with Margie is great. She's really supportive. She is really interested in a good, solid pedagogical approach to things. So it's nice to have someone that I can bounce questions off of, and she actually has a basis of knowledge of the research in the area, and I can take my wild ideas that are rooted in absolutely nothing and see exactly how crazy they are. She's incredibly supportive to work with, which is nice, and encourages people to try new things with an eye as to keeping things rooted in what's going to work for the students.
That is fantastic, and she deserves it.
Congratulations, Margie, on winning this award. It's a big honor, I'm sure, for you. You so deserve it because you are a wonderful person to work with.
Congratulations, Margie. It's well deserved. I know you've inspired thousands of women over the years since you've been here, and that's great. So, very well deserved.
I'm really proud of you. It was very easy to put together a nomination packet for you because you're so awesome.
Congratulations on winning this award, Margie. You really deserve it, and I see you winning lots more awards in the future.
Congratulations, Margie. You really deserve it. I'm happy to see it go to someone who works so hard so much of the time.